Craftress. In tonight's video, we're going to be making a chevron fold Valentine's card using the Hearts of Elegance photopolymer stamp set and dies, and we'll be using the Marble Elegance Designer Series paper for the background paper. We'll be putting all of that on the brush cold cards. Hi, I'm Joan and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan Simple Paper Crafts found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a few seconds to turn the camera down and we'll get started. It's celebration time. Let me tell you how celebration works. For every $60 and $120 you spend on Stampin' Up! Products, you get to pick a free item out of the celebration brochure. If you decide to join Stampin' Up! During celebration, you get to build your own starter kit by selecting $125 worth of products for only $99. And you get to select one of two options. The first option is the Handmade Design Cling Stamp Set, and your choice of 2 marker sets from the Stampin' Right markers. The other option, you get an additional $30 in free products to add to your kit. Here's that chevron Valentine's card we're going to be making tonight. It says, "My heart belongs to you" on the outside, and on the inside it says Happy Valentine's Day. And we used the Hearts of Elegance stamp set and the dies. Actually just the one die, this one here, and then we're going to use this die that's from the Stylish Shapes dies. So it's the longest banner of the 4 banners. And we also are going to use our pre-cut card. This is the brushed gold card and envelope, and it has a score line already, so I'm just going to fold that real quick and we'll burnish that. You see it's on both sides. And then for the Designer Series paper, we're going to use the Marbled Elegance. And we're going to use both sides of this. So we're going to need a 1 inch by 2.5 inch piece 5 times. So let's cut that out. Let me get this out of the way. And I've already cut several of those out, so we're just going to cut 2 out, and I'll show you how to fold this, because we want to fold them 2 different ways. 3 will be one direction, and then 2 will be the opposite direction. So this is 1 inch by 2.5 inches, or that's going to be 2.5 centimeters by 6.4 centimeters. And like I mentioned before, I had to cut 5 of these, but I already got the other ones cut out. And what we need to do, I'm just going to bring some back in here so we get an idea for the feel of the cut. We want to have them to go one way and then the other way, and then one way and then the other way. Let's do this one here. Like that, and like that, and then like here, and then down here. So we'll do one with it going to the left, and so we're going to fold it over. I'm going to try and fold it without the boning tool right now. I want to kind of get it lined up there, because I'm trying to make sure that it meets in this point right here, and it's such a tight curve there that it wants to go one way or the other. And I think it might have to do with the gold foil that's on there. Okay, I think that'll be working good. And I'm just going to use my boning tool to get it in there. That looks good. Then the next one is going in the same direction. So if I just turn it up here, it's the same direction. then this one, now we want to have it go in the opposite direction. It'll be folded to the right. And that gold foil, I think, is what's causing it not to line up exactly. Plus it being a small fold. And then we'll fold the next one to the right. Okay. So I should be able to pull 2 of these out of here. And doing a few extra, that gives me a better choice for matching up patterns. So I kind of like how this is sort of matching there. And so let's see if I can't find a better idea for down here. I think that'll work better like that. That looks good there. And I think maybe this one might look better up here. So we only need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that'll work. Yeah, we'll take these back. So we're going to bring this up here for now. What I want to do first is I want to stamp the inside of this so that I don't forget to do that. And I'm going to use our sentiment, Happy Valentine's Day, and we're going to use the Real Red. And I already got a little bit on my fingers there. Actually, I'm going to bring in our stamp surface. We've got this for when we're using our photopolymer stamp set. That gives that a little extra push in there. And let's just kind of center this here. I'm going to eyeball it. And I did a pretty good job. Then we can put our flags on here. So this is going to be in a chevron pattern. And I'm just going to move that stamp set out of the way. I'm going to bring in my glue gun. And I've got my sweet petunia. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product, but I'm using it because I have arthritis and I can't use our glue in this bottle because I can't squeeze this bottle. It's too hard to squeeze. So I poured this into here. It allows you to do some fine surfaces. And we're also going to bring in our silicone mat so that we won't get glue all over our surfaces here. And I'm just going to turn it this way because that's how I like to work with this. And we're going to put glue on here. And it's going to be close to the very edge here and almost to the very edge up here too. And I should make sure I'm putting it on the right side of this card. Good. Be my luck to get it all finished and open it up and have it going on the wrong side. So I'm trying to go as far as I can to the left, or to the top of the card. That would be the top of the card, so that I can see some of this gold here. And let's do this one next. I'm doing this one the opposite pattern as what the other one was. The other one I did so that you saw the red hearts on the outside of the fold. And I believe this one's next. And then this is the final one. And I'm actually going to flip this around I need to make sure I've got that lining up on the edge of this like I did the other one. Okay, that did work. And I'm just going to go with my bone folder and just make sure we got it going down in the center of each of these folds here. All right, and then we can just open them up, and you see more of the paper there. And next we need to do is cut our red heart. Basically, you need a scrap piece of real red, about 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and that would be 6.4 centimeters by 6.4 centimeters. I'm going to bring up my mini cut and emboss machine. We're going to use this pattern here. It's the number 1 plate and 2 number 2 plates. Here's the number 1. Here's the number 2. And here's our piece of real red with our heart on there. And I got it taped down with our Post-it labeling cover-up tape. It sticks securely and it removes real cleanly, and you can use it over and over. And I've used this one before. Saves you on some tape by reusing it. And I'm just going to pull this off, and we'll use it on this next piece here. Yeah, that also needs the number 1, number 2, and then second number 2. And we're going to do our second stamping sentiment. And we'll use this one here, My Heart Belongs to You. And we're going to use our Real Red ink again. And I'm trying to center that on there. Okay. Then we're just going to stamp off. And then we're going to use our scrubber to clean it. And the reason we stamp off is that way we won't have to clean the scrubber as often, because we've gotten most of the ink out by stamping off. And I just closed up my stamp case. Okay, let's tape this on here. We want to be able to see those bottom of those Y's there. So I've got it touching the top of the letters there and just touching those Y's. And then we'll bring it up here and bring in our other plate. And let's put this away. So now all we need to do is glue this down to here. And let's see, we want to get it on here. And I'm going to put some of our Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that heart. And then we can see where we need to be. We'll do one here. And bring it down here a little closer to the bottom. So a little more of that gold there. And then we can put this on right about there. Okay. So we'll put a little bit of glue right here. Probably should have my glue mat. And then we're going to put our Stampin' Dimensionals on top of that. Kind of keep it in that same position. This one's empty, so one more. Then we'll just take your pick tool and we'll pick these off from here. And I'm going to empty this. I think we need one more here. Then we got to put some on here yet. You could have used the bigger dimensionals, and then you wouldn't have to put them so close. But I like to use the smaller ones on particularly the heart there, and then these chevron flags, because I don't want those to get bent out of shape when it goes through the rollers at the post office. You need to take these off too. Now this should be on here. So we're going to put that right about there. And it's at a slant. So let's see if we can't straighten that out a little bit. And then just have the other chevron inside there. There we go. There we are done with our card. I hope you liked this project as much as I did. As you can see, the brushed gold card would work with just about any stamp set. Why don't you give it a try? Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, would you do me 2 favors? Click the thumbs up emoji, which means you like it, and would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Mark your calendars. I'll be back next Sunday, February 2nd at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be making an Easter card using the Faith collection found in the online exclusives. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.